There have been major crackdowns from the FMCSA and the DOT on unqualified CDL drivers and CDL training providers who have not been following federal guidelines. Now, there are a lot of reasons for this, a lot of things at play. So let's go hear from Josh, our school director, on what he's seeing in the industry right now and why these crackdowns are happening and whether or not we here at Midwest are going to be affected.
Well, the biggest thing that I've been seeing, and we've been seeing this over the last 5-10 years, is you have a lot of fly-by-night operations out there. And so that's one of the big issues that the FMCSA recognizes, is that if you're a truck driving school, then you have these certain standards that you have to meet. And the problem that they're seeing is there's a lot of schools across the country that do a great job and meet these standards, like Midwest. And then there's a lot of schools out there that don't meet these standards. And they've recognized this, and so what they're finally doing is they're putting boots on the ground and they're getting people out there to inspect these schools and make sure they're meeting these standards. And the standards that I'm talking about is essentially ELDT is a big part of it, your entry-level driver training, to make sure your theory training is where it needs to be. Your behind the wheel, range, road, pre-trip training is where it needs to be. What it really comes down to is quality over quantity. It's not just about pumping out CDL drivers and making it an easy process, because you do that and all of a sudden you're going to have unsafe drivers on the road. And the fact of the matter is, your family's on the road, my family's on the road. We can all agree we want good, qualified, quality CDL drivers that are coming out of these programs. And so right now, that's what's most important. And so what they're looking at with these schools is they're looking at, are they teaching in a way that's going to bring quality and not just teaching in a way that allows these guys or gals to pass a CDL test. And so that quality is what they're focusing on, and they want to make sure that they're getting rid of those bad actors. And by that I mean just schools or companies that are what we call CDL mills, that are pumping out CDL drivers that maybe aren't even doing the training at all. They're just going with a tester, passing the test, and have their CDL, but they don't have any foundation to build off of. And then those are the drivers that end up getting into more accidents, getting into more crashes, and that don't have the foundation and the base knowledge to be successful as entry-level professional drivers. When these schools or these companies aren't doing these things and they're just doing the bare minimum, well, the result of that is you're going to put out unsafe drivers that are going to be dangerous to you and me and our families on the road. And nobody wants that. And that's what the FMCSA is doing, is cracking down on these bad actors to make sure that that people are doing it the right way. Schools out there that aren't doing the right way, there needs to be checks and balances. And up until this point, there hasn't been a lot of boots on the ground inspecting and auditing these schools and these training programs. So more or less, it's been the wild, wild west. And so now there's simple checks and balances to make sure people are doing it the right way and that they're putting out good, qualified, trained drivers that are good entry-level professional drivers. It's this foundation that new CDL drivers need to be successful on the road. And if we're not giving them that good quality training, well, we're endangering not only our families, but everyone's families out on the road. You see the different videos on Facebook and whatnot where a truck driver runs over a power pole or runs over a fire hydrant or makes a corner too sharp and runs over the front of a vehicle. Why did that happen? Well, because they weren't making wide turns. Well, how do we make wide turns? We practice it. And practice and repetition is the mother of all learning. And so the more repetition, the more practice we can get, all of a sudden you're building those muscles. And the more you build them, the more you repeat them, the better you're gonna get. We don't take one lap on the road and say, oh, you're good, go ahead and test. But we do it over and over and over again. So it's so ingrained in you that it becomes second nature. Safety is paramount, and it's really the keystone in everything that we do. Making sure everyone is drug tested before they hop in a truck, all right? Making sure they're clean of drugs, all right? We don't want any people on drugs going down the road. Making sure they have their DOT medical cards. You cannot drive a CMV on the road without a medical card, all right? And that medical card states that you're not gonna keel over going down the road, all right? Which would be problematic as well. We wanna make sure that people, these guys and gals, understand air brakes, understand what the tractor protection valve is, understand how pushing the brake pedal, the service brake, on an air brake vehicle, which all Class 7, 8 trucks have air brakes, understand it's very different than pushing your hydraulic brake pedal on your personal vehicle. It's very different with how that process looks and how it feels. All these small but very important things that could potentially save your life out on the road. And that's that foundation that we want to give all the students to ensure success when they leave our program.
So basically, we are not going anywhere. When you look around at CDL schools online, the vast majority of people's experiences have them saying that CDL school is either a scam or it's not going to do anything but prepare you for passing your CDL test. Well, we don't stand for that. We believe in skill-based, hands-on training to give you the confidence that you need to actually get out on the road and be prepared for what you're going to encounter. We've seen more than our fair share of schools who have tried to cut corners to get students on the road that really shouldn't be. We have always stood by our training because we put safety first. We put skill-based, hands-on training first, because the goal is not to help our students just pass a test. Our goal is to help our students start and maintain high-paying careers in the trades, as a truck driver, as an electrical lineman, or as a heavy equipment operator. Regardless of what program you come through, we stand by our training all the same. So if you're looking for a school that you can count on, that you can rely on the quality of the training that you're going to get, who has a track record of success, make sure you check out Midwest Truck Driving School. If you like this video, make sure you're subscribed for more. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.